Black has made some improvement. I mean, Black improved his position, made certain progress. I mean, the rook on e2 at least also puts, and that's the problem. Now White has all his pieces perfectly placed, but you have to make a move.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the moves like h5 are always very unpleasant.
So h5, h4, and then you have to react. Either you play h3
okay,
or
I guess something happened already because...
Yeah, we don't really believe that Tuhai lost on time, right? The game continues, so he definitely made the move. Queen is already on f3, so... Yeah, I guess queen d3, queen e5, queen f3, something like that. No, it's not updating, but it is the thing in rapid chess that sometimes even those electronical boards, they are not fast enough. So we are shown the kind of a general view from the tournament hall, and you can see some of the games are already finished already. That's the stage, by the way. So 8 boards playing on a stage, 4 from each tournament, 4 top boards from the men's section, 4 top boards from the women's section. Well, technically, what I call men's section is called open section, but I don't really think that we have any female participants there.
Yeah.
Right.
No. So finally, queen on f3. Okay, I mean, but look at this now. The black queen is already on e5, rook on e2. The
queen
question
d4
is
check.
How to improve?
Queen d4 check, king h1, rook e3. That's what he did.
Queen d1.
Yeah, so maybe we can just input the moves manually, because we can see what happens on the board. Yeah, queen to d1, queen e4.
Queen e4, rook d3, no? Or queen e4? Queen e4, yeah.
Queen e4, yeah.
Queen e4.
I would think this is important to take control over the long diagonal.
No,
also
certainly. I mean,
tempo.
White can never play h3 anymore, yeah? Now with the rook takes h3.
Also with the tempo, because, yeah, the rook on c6 is hanging.
Yes, somehow rook d6.
Rook d6, yeah, that's what he did. Rook d6, rook e2, you will have...
Rook e2, queen d5.
Ah, queen d5 is there.
Yeah, but I mean, this endgame might be very bad, because then you are in time to double on the second.
Ah, right. Yeah, I kind of forgotten that it is one of the ideas in this position. If you go queen d5, black just trades here, goes rook, say rook a7, and doubles on the second rank. And
then if you are forced to go rook g1, then you might be mated at the end.
Yeah, just pushing the pawns g5, h4, g4, h3.
Yeah. I mean, he's done on seconds, and
he went rook g1.
Rook g1, yeah.
Rook g1, and this is terribly awkward. This is terribly awkward.
Yeah, however, now at least he wants some rook d4, rook d2. I think this was right.
So to do that, and then rook e3 played by Magnus.
Yeah, also queen. Yeah, no, this rook g1 was very important.
Yeah, so he goes rook e3, and then if you let me to play 2 moves in a row, I'm going for rook h3 and rook takes h2. But once again, nobody will blunder this.
Yeah, rook d4.
Rook d4, driving the queen away. You have to play
queen b7
all the way to b7 and rook d3.
Rook e5.
Rook e5, not exchanging.
Yeah.
Essentially not exchanging anything. And then, what's interesting, he went for queen f3 himself with white.
Yeah, because now he can already change the queens. Black doesn't get this doubling on the second rank.
So if queen f3, rook f3, which was not played, by the way. Yeah, queen e7, rook d5, rook e3, queen d1.
Queen d1, yeah.
It looks like it's another round. Yeah, so they are dancing around the central squares.
Around. However, now it's the problem, because now h3 is a threat, and if h3, then queen e4 is a big tempo with rook takes h3.
This is dangerous again. This is dangerous again. Yeah,
I was really surprised when he had queen on f3 and rook on d3. Why he didn't play h3? This was strange.
So something has happened. I don't really see what the last move was. And I think since we are on seconds, maybe let's go and see the board full screen. I mean, if we can do, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, queen g4.
And look, Magnus has 20 seconds left.
Yeah.
Queen g4, so the question is if we go or... No, we don't play h3. g5. g5 is... Okay, it is a possible move, but...
Yeah, no, it's really dramatic. I mean, with this little time in this position...
Actually,
they get the 10 seconds, yeah?
Yeah, once again, you don't want to play... Ah, well.
Queen d4.
Queen d4, he also creates a threat of rook takes g5 now. For instance, yeah, you want to play h3, but then rook g5 happens. Rook
Yes.
e4.
Rook e4.
Ah, so he's inviting, take on g5, I will go king h6, and then, yeah, take your rook.
So queen c3 probably, yeah?
Almost it blundered, but not really, yeah? And then he can go king h6 or g6, king h6, yeah, to avoid any kind of pins. So there is still a problem for white that this, or actually for both sides, white cannot bring the rook from g1 into like active play, and black cannot bring the rook from f7.
Yes.
Rook f5, and then possibly other rook to f1. Yeah, if position ever changed for last 20 moves, it improved for white, it feels like. I don't know.
Yeah, now again, I mean, at the beginning, it looked that everything was under control, then things got messy, but now it seems like white is more or less safe, but I know very well that exactly in the moment when you kind of relax that, okay, now it's safe, then things starts to go wrong again in these positions, because time is ticking down, you face a new problem, and you can easily collapse.
And it's a very, very tricky time control, right? This 10 seconds increment, because you can actually never get enough like increment to stop. So you're just making the move after move after move. Because in classical game, when it's 30 seconds increment, you play few moves faster,
Wow,
and then
but
you can... What?
He blundered. I mean, white just blundered.
Queen d3. Ah, yeah, I get the point. He went queen d3. Let's show it. Queen d3, queen takes f5, rook takes f5, king takes f5, and he was hoping for a check on d5, I believe.
Yeah, but it's
he was hoping
mate,
for a check
yeah.
on d5, but then it's rook e5. It looks like black is losing one of the rooks, but then it's rook e5, and you cannot take the rook on f7. You're getting mated on the last rank. So now Magnus is probably... No! Wait,
G4, wow.
G4, what a move. G4, and the thing is, you can't take en passant, because now this works. Queen
yes,
d5 and you take the
but
rook.
I have king f4
King
or not?
e5, but there should be at least a lot of checks. Check from b5? Yeah. Check from f5? Yeah, that's what's played. King is on e3, check from c5. And I'm afraid that Magnus will have to settle for a draw, because the rook on f7 is hanging anytime.
Yeah, but somehow it feels to me that it should be winning.
Should be winning,
I mean, you can somehow with king e4, rook d5, king e5.
Ah, so you just
can
roll
get,
back.
You can, yeah, somehow.
Yes, so once again, I mean, we got too excited, but just to explain what happens. Two rooks plus a pawn is obviously stronger than the queen in this position. So if black escapes perpetual check and doesn't lose any material, his position is winning. And Magnus is the right guy to win those technical positions, obviously. So the question is if white has an immediate perpetual, which he's going for. So queen c2 now. Once again, you should choose the squares carefully, because king d5, queen b3, you're losing the rook, right?
Yeah, but king e5,
back to
yeah.
e5. And then, yeah, you're right. Queen c5, rook d5,
Yeah,
and then king
I'm
to
getting,
e6.
Yeah, I might get all the way back to g7. Basically, if the checks finish, then white kind of has to resign. So white is desperately trying to...
Yeah, for instance, queen f5 looks like a decent check, but there is no follow-up. Queen f5, king d6, and that's...
But there was no other move, so he played
yeah,
it
queen
anyway.
f5 he played, yeah. King d6.
Yeah.
But now, king g2. King g2, but then...
Yeah, now this is completely lost. Now this,
Oh, you
in
still
fact,
have-
also the white king is in mating net. I mean, once the rook from f7 gets into the game, then the game is over
Yeah, but
automatically.
maybe it's not that easy to get this rook, huh?
I can play rook d5, for example.
Yeah, rook d5, that's what Magnus did. Rook d5, queen g6, yeah, but this looks hopeless. King e7 or king e6.
Yeah, I mean, both already, I guess. Okay, you have some queen e4, queen b4 check.
Yeah, let's show this.
I mean, for example,
here
king e6,
goes
queen e4,
there,
rook e5,
queen
queen
c4.
c4, king e7, queen b4 check.
Queen b4 is very important, because
Yeah.
if you let the king go to f8 and g7, yeah?
And then you start checking
Queen
like this,
b8.
it might be perpetual.
Yeah, that's actually...
That's the danger Black is running. I mean, it almost feels like White should be
King
just there
E6.
to design, but
He
in
did
fact,
it. King E6. So he has spotted, apparently he has spotted some way to run away from those checks.
wow,
King
but
H3.
no, after King H3, no, now after
So
King
he's
H3 we'll
hoping
win
for
easily.
some stalemate ideas, I assume. It's like Rook gets to second rank and then you sacrifice the queen. Maybe that's his point. King H3 looks weird, yeah.
Yeah, because this is like agreeing to a loss.
What? And Magnus, wait, I think Magnus lost on time.
No, I think opponent lost on time.
Really? We will have to, well, we will have to wait. Yeah, we will have to wait for this. I don't know if we can see the clock, but it looks like Magnus has lost on time.
Magnus
which
lost
is
on time,
absolutely
yeah.
incredible. I don't know how it happened, but yeah, you can clearly see that